Hi Zach, how are you doing? This is a short tutorial to show you how the animations on your site works. To do the animations, we use Lottie files, which is a JavaScript library that allows you to use lightweight animations. You can go to lottiefiles.com and here you have a search bar, so you can look for certain animations. Let's take a look and find some animations. Let's look for happy. Okay, so you can see all of these animations that you can use. A lot of them are for free, but some of them are paid. In this page that I'm seeing right now, all of them are for free. So let's say I want to use this animation. Okay, so I click on it and then I open it. And here's the animation that is playing. And here's Lottie animation URL, as you can see. So if I wanted to use it, I would need to copy this. And when you copy this link, you will notice, if you look right here, that it links me to a JSON file, which is a JavaScript object. So it's not precisely an image, it's an animation of an SVG image, if that makes sense. So when I copied this link, then I can insert it into my site. To do that, we do a couple of things. Let's go to your site. So as you can see, here is the animation, and for that I had to do a custom URL element. If you go to the sidebar on Thrive and search for custom HTML, you can insert it on your site, right? And here I could write some custom code. Let me just show you the one that I already have. If I click on edit HTML, this is the code that I have in there. It is just a div with an ID, and the ID is very important because I will use this on the JavaScript code. So I call this animation hero animation. So you can just create a div, hero animation, and then you close the div. And you don't need to put anything inside the div, just to create it. We give it the ID so we can reference it later from the code. Okay, so you can click save. Let's do it from the beginning. So we need to insert the div, right? We created the div and we get to give it an ID that we can reference later. Animation happy. So that's it. I just call it animation happy and then click on save. Okay. As you can see, this div is full width on the page, so I could change that, and that will also change the animation size. If you go to here in layout and position, I can give it perhaps a max width of maybe 200. Okay, maybe give it 207, and I can center it or put it anywhere that I want. So I will center it for now. Yes. And now you have to insert the animation in the site with JavaScript. And to do that, we need to edit the HTML code of the whole site. So we need to go to settings, then advanced settings. After that, we click on view page source code HTML, and this will open the whole code of the page. We need to go to the bottom of the page after you finish all the code, which actually finish here. Yes, this is the last piece of code that is from the site. And here I inserted this script, as you can see right here. I'm using a JavaScript library that is called body moving, which is right here. And this is a CDN link, so I'm linking to the JavaScript file on another server. If you want to find this link, you can just search for body moving Lottie CDN, right? And here's the library. And this is the code that I copied. You can just copy the script tag right here. If you click on copy, you will copy this code, which is the same that we have on our site, right? Okay. So after we inserted the JavaScript library, now we can reference that library to insert the animations on the site. And here's the boilerplate code that I used to do that. If you can see, I create a variable which is called animation. I can call this variable anything, but the name will help you identify which animation you are talking about. For example, this is the first animation that we have, that is the heart, and then you have to do this code. I call the library body moving load animation, okay? And then, this is very important, I will copy all this code to do it for our new animation. Okay, so here we have the code, and I will call this animation happy, because the animation that we are inserting is a happy face. After that, this is very important, we get the container, which is the one that we already created with the HTML element on Thrive. So I will call this if you remember, we called it animation happy. Okay, so this is gonna tell the JavaScript library to get the element with the ID animation happy, which is the element that we created. Okay, and this is not important for the moment. We just use renderer, SVGA, of course, a loop. If you want to repeat the animation over and over and over, you can loop it. If you set this to false, the animation will only play once and then stop. But for the moment, I'm going to set it to true. Autoplay is true as well, because we don't need the user to play the animation. And then the second most important part is the path. If you remember, we copied the animation path. For the happy face, we have to paste it here. Okay, I'm just going to paste it. I already changed it. And that is all that we have to do. I'm going to save this by clicking on this button right here with a check mark, and it's already saved. At first, the site is gonna look like this. The elements are gonna disappear, and this is just a bug from Thrive. You have to save the work, wait for it to save, all changes are saved, and then you have to refresh the page. Okay, and if you look at from the preview, you will not see anything, because this page needs to run so it can insert the animation on the site. So let's look at the preview. Okay, and here is the animation that we just inserted. So that's how you insert the animation. And the good thing about this is that you can change the size with Thrive. You can change it perhaps like this, or you can move it around to the top, or you can really do whatever you want with this element. So it's very flexible on that regard. Okay, I hope I was clear and you could understand me. If you have any other doubts about the process, just let me know and I will help you to understand. Thank you, and I hope this video is useful to you. Okay, see you around. Bye.